Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel named Inside Angle and the new episode of this series named Going Beyond Marksheet. Today again we have with someone who is the talk of the country, not just the talk of town, and he is also someone who's become very famous by securing an All India rank 1 in intermediate exams May 22. His name is Rajan, obviously in front of you. He also secured 378 marks in CA Foundation and he's from Aurangabad. So thanks a lot, Rajan, for being with us today and heartiest congratulations.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Really glad knowing that, Rajan. So without further ado, let's just get started towards the interview. The first question being, yeah, I am damn sure the past 1 week, 10 days since your results would have been crazy, given the number of people who would have been reaching out to you, etc., and given how good the result is. So tell me something. What really? I mean, how has the last week been for you? What is your first reaction seeing the result? And tell me, did you actually expect the single-digit AIR1?
Okay, so basically it's been a great experience. बहुत लोगों के calls आ रहे हैं, like everyone is coming home, but I'm not at home, and like people are कि कहाँ चले गया ये बंदा, like he should be at home. Like पूरा मुंह में मीठा भी चल रहा है बस. This is what is happening, and like I was sleeping. Like I just came from orientation batch. Like orientation batch ended on 20th. I was at Pune for orientation. I came back home at around 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning and was so tired because like when you came in a bus and then it was a tireful moment. So I just slept. Like approximately at 9:30, one of the central council members of Aurangabad, he called up my dad. Like he's one of the friends of my dad. So he called up and then my dad waked me up कि बाबा AR1 आया है. My first thing was okay ठीक है AR1 आया okay अब ये मार्क्स देखते हैं मार्क्स कितने हैं वो देखते हैं क्योंकि ऑडिट में like I was not very sure about audit इतना अच्छा पेपर गया नहीं था. But then also जब सबसे पहले like audit के मार्क्स देखे it was 82 मतलब इतने ज्यादा मार्क्स कैसे मिल गए audit में like I was seriously I did not expect this much in audit. But like it was going on, then calls and everything, and the process started.
I really can relate two things with you. एक तो ये है कि यार our result CA final result was on 13 September. 12 September मैं गाजियाबाद में था. I was presenting a paper in and 13 September morning I took a flight from Delhi to Ahmedabad. मैं 12 बजे घर पहुंचा था और 2 बजे रिजल्ट आया था. In fact now that इस अटेम्प्ट में इतना सुबह सुबह रिजल्ट आ गया बोथ फाइनल इंटर में, आई थिंक यार हमारे अटेम्प्ट में इतना सुबह आ जाता तो शायद मैं या तो फ्लाइट पे होता है या तो एयरपोर्ट. So टाइम लगी कि 2 बजे रिजल्ट आया, but that is also something I can relate to you with कि रिजल्ट आया. And the second thing I can relate to you with is audit. मेरे इंटर ऑडिट में I got 87 marks and I was like, boss, how is this possible? Because if there were two subjects, so obviously one being EIS, the other being there were two subjects that I was most scared about कि यार fail होगा तो सिर्फ इस वजह से होगा. They were audit and EIS. And I was like, boss, this is crazy. का पेपर अच्छा गया था but इतना hype created है कि no one would really expect 82 or 87.
Yes.
I can relate what you are saying. But having said that, yeah, the next question is, I know as a matter of fact that you ended up scoring 378 marks CA Foundation, which is probably definitely the highest score in CA Foundation in your attempt. But unfortunately, I do know that Institute used to give ranks earlier in CA Foundation, but probably सिर्फ May 22 से ranks देना बंद किया है. So tell me some your reaction after getting 378, probably knowing that you were AIR1. What are your thoughts? थोड़ा खराब भी लग रहा होगा यार, रैंक है लेकिन नहीं मिल रहा है मेरे को रैंक. And post that, did you think of targeting a AIR1 in inter ताकि चलो अब इस बार तो प्रेस रिलीज में नाम आएगा because institute inter में
Okay, so basically it was a flashback of the inter result. Like, but इतना recognition नहीं मिला because rank was not declared. But जिन लोगों को पता था कि like 378 is a very big score, or like whoever has knowledge about the foundation with 378, it's a great score. So they all came home. Like it was like just a flashback of the inter, like no difference at all. So basically, and ऐसा नहीं था कि अभी rank लाना है just for recognition purposes and all this. मेरा था कि time कम था because I gave foundation in July. So time बहुत कम था मेरा कि best देना है, बाद में regret नहीं होना चाहिए कि वो हम पूरा best दे नहीं पाए. We have to give a best. Rank and all is second.
Oh yeah, in fact, now that you say, I do relate. Yours is the July 21 batch. So obviously, I appeared for CA final, you appeared for foundation. But now I relate. So आप लोग को इंटर के लिए apparently you got probably a month or two less. In fact, 2 months less than what is the usual. Oh, now I get it. Superb, yeah, superb achievement. But I'm really happy that you put in your best effort and ended up getting that recognition as well. And I'm glad that it was I think a revision of what happened in a CA foundation. but yeah,
Yeah.
on a much bigger scale, I'm happy. So tell me, how was your CA inter journey? In fact, if you could go ahead and share a few timelines. In fact, in your case, तो time कम भी था. कब classes लिए, कितने tenure के classes लिए, कितने number of revisions किए, whether you did self study or took classes. A brief of
Okay.
all of this.
Okay, so basically I started after 10-15 days after foundation because I was positive of the results, and I would like to tell everyone who has given foundation now, start early, because many of my friends, they could not complete the lectures, they could not give properly the attempts, many of them deferred the attempts, so it's better you start early, earlier the better. This is what I have to say to every CA student who has foundation now. So I started after 10-15 days. My journey was like I used to wake up around 7 or 8 in the morning and do lectures continuously because my main focus was I have to complete earlier so that I get proper time for revision. We had 2 months left. So main focus was completing the lectures like 7 to 8 in the morning, approximately 4 to 5 lectures per day, because I took all the recorded lectures. I did self-study for law and all other subjects. I took recorded lectures.
Got it.
So it was like it gave me great flexibility. I could commutation time was reduced, and I did not have to wait for the teacher to record the lecture, then post it on Google Drive if I have to take online live lecture. So it was like great for me. And then I could complete it around Jan end, I guess, around Jan end. Except taxation classes, all other classes were completed. In 3 months, I did my taxation classes and the revision.
Got it. I think that's the ideal time. I think about 3 महीने जितना you should
Yes.
have. And हम लोग के time पे भी we had about 3 months of revision. Having said that, what is your take? You said you took self study, like you took classes for all of the subjects and did self study just for law. What is your take on the the conversation or the debate between self study versus classes?
Okay, so I think there is equal weightage of all. Like if classes में teacher is there to give you conceptual clarity. उसके आगे आपको ही revision करना है, आपको ही practice करनी है. Like in school also my teacher used to say me this कि हम आपको well तक लेके जा सकते हैं, कुएं तक लेके जा सकते हैं, पानी पीना या आपके हाथ में. So
Good.
this was my mindset from school itself. Because teacher is just a concern. Many a times like students feel that जो टीचर करा रहा है वही कर, उससे कुछ नहीं करना. लेक्चर देख लिया, ओके पास हो जाएंगे. ऐसा एटीट्यूड इज नॉट गुड. लेक्चर देखने के बाद यू हैव टू डू सेल्फ स्टडी. एंड एज फार एज लॉ इज कंसर्न, लाइक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट वगैरह फाउंडेशन में भी था. So I was like, let's start. Like after, as I said, 10-15 days I started. So I took accounts lecture, and then afterwards I thought like law में तो contract act वगैरह पहले भी था अपने, तो let's start. So I began doing contract act, then I did other laws, corporate law. So I thought that okay, I'm getting a grasp of it. Let's do it self only. And if I thought that if something does not happen properly, I might take revision lectures. But it did not came up, so I did self study all that.
Understood. That actually makes a lot of sense. What you are saying, okay? It's actually a balance, and the rationale that you gave, "कुएं से पानी तो खुद ही पीना," that is actually very true.
Yeah.
So yes, the importance of self study cannot be undermined. But having said that, classes do have their own importance, at least in a few subjects, if not all. Moving
Yeah.
on to the next question, yeah, I wanted to ask, what is the importance of writing mock? And in fact, the connected question is, there's definitely something that you would have done right, which other people would have not done as right as you would have done. Wrong nahi bolunga main, as right. So what is it that maybe you did extra or you did comparatively better than others, which helped you land up AIR one?
Okay, so basically, first was about the mock. So it's very important to give mock. Like in foundation, as I said, as compared to inter, in foundation I gave too many mocks, like at least 5 per subject I had given in foundation, because 2 months the exam was postponed 2 months, so I had too much time there. But now in inter I could not give 2 also because time was less. But main focus was, because time was very less, I had to main focus on revisions and completing the syllabus. Mocks became secondary for inter because of time
Right.
constraint. But basically, if you have time, try to give maximum mocks. Mocks is of utmost importance. Like not only like quality of question paper does not make any sense. So it is important for practice. So even if you take institute mock test paper or you do any test series or all, like whatever it is, but self-realization is necessary. You can understand for MCQ papers, like when to do MCQs, when not to do MCQs. Starting में करना चाहिए, end में करना चाहिए, बीच में करना चाहिए. उसकी आदत एक बैठती है, तो फिर you get a proper idea of it. And the next question was, what was the next question?
The next question was whether you did anything different from others that helped you get AIR one.
Okay, I don't think I did any different as such. Like basically what I said, main focus was on concepts, because in institutes these days, new questions they are asking, nothing from the ABC analysis. Like many of my friends did ABC, I did not know of the concept only, because my focus was पूरा 100% देना. और फिर costing के पेपर के बाद ऐसा बेसिकली हुआ कि बहुत सारे दोस्त आए and they were like, भाई सब B और C से आए, A से कुछ आया ही नहीं. बोला अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है क्या? Like I was shocked because, और फिर उनके चेहरे देखने लायक हो गए थे. So that was one thing. So basically, I don't think I did anything different because पूरा approach था कि अपना best देना है और मेरा ऐसा था कि like बहुत सारे लोग study करते वक्त they take too much pressure. Like I was in a light mood. Like my parents used to say भाई तुझे देना है ना अभी May 22 में CA enter देना है ना. Like I was so light. Like I was chilled out कि बाबा ठीक है जितना हो रहा है उतना करो. Like after 8 or 9 I could not study after 8 or 9. I wanted some me time like 30 minutes something comedy or anything. So that was necessary because if you want great productivity, you need to take breaks.
I'll tell you, I think when you say you haven't done anything different, this is what you've done differently. The two things I think one is not following the ABC analysis and actually trying and targeting to complete the course 100%. While I'm not saying ABC analysis is wrong, it must have its own importance, but that does not mean that आप सिर्फ A category करो, B category करो and C करो ही मत या सिर्फ A करो. Yeah, the thing is institute can ask anything and everything, and in fact of late I have seen कि institute उन्हीं चीजों में से पूछता है जो B और C में the exam that you.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that you definitely did differently, and probably a lot of rankers do that differently, or a lot of people who clear in the first attempt do this differently as compared to us. And the second thing I feel what you said is also true. You used to be chilled out. I think कहीं ना कहीं CA के लिए मेरे को तो ये लगता है, at least from my journey I've had that experience कि if you remain chilled out, do not take that pressure, stress कहीं ना कहीं आधी performance तो वहीं better हो जाती है, because the moment you start stress and pressure, which is very normal, and I'm not saying it's not normal, but kahin na kahin it leads to a decline in your performance. But the moment you are chilled out like you were, the results are awesome, which we can see in your case. So obviously, while you say you didn't do anything differently, but yeah, in context of others, probably this is what I see you did differently. Yeah. So in fact, moving on to the next question quickly is, did you have someone or something who was your inspiration or a role model? If yes, what was that someone or something?
Okay, as an inspiration, like my father is also a chartered accountant, so it was an inspiration. Baba, I have to become like him as a good chartered accountant. And basically, he used to tell his encounters. Like, one time he said me that whatever, like you have to sit 3 hours in the paper. If you don't know anything, if you don't know shit, also then also write something, you will get at least 2 3 marks or
Yeah.
5 6 marks. Write something related to it. Like it happened with him also. Like he wanted to leave the auditing paper, but then he gave the paper completely, and then because of that, he used to took exemption in other 3 papers. Like it was auditing only that was because I think earlier there was something criteria that you have to get at least minimum these many marks in subjects so that you can get exemption in the other
Yeah.
subjects. Helped him a lot. So that was a basic thing that he used to always say. Whatever happens, you have to sit in there 3 hours, recheck, revise, even if your paper is complete. Many times you will get new mistakes. And as a role model, if I want to say, like I like to learn everything from every person. So if I'm talking to you currently, I might learn 2 or 3 points from you now.
Understood. No, that's very true, and that should be true for everyone, in the sense that you keep taking inspiration or keep learning new things from whosoever you meet. At least the good part you can definitely learn. In fact, not so good part also you can learn कि यार ये मेरे को नहीं करना है. But yeah, I think a good answer. And next year I've heard you have something to do with blockchain, or maybe are interested into blockchain, etc. So I really want to know. I'm very curious कि ये चीज क्या है. I mean, not what
Okay, so
blockchain is, but what is your relation with blockchain?
okay. So blockchain, I'm just learning about it currently, not all into it, but just learning. Like whenever I am bored with the conventional studies, like CA inter studies or selected. While in CA inter period, I did not focus much on blockchain. While I was in 12th and CA foundation, the 2 months the exam was postponed, and then somewhat it was in a between 10 15 days. I was like, I don't want to study CA foundation anymore now. So it was like a phase between that time. So at that time, I started doing blockchain. I learned about the technology and everything, like basically learning, not completely into it, just learning some aspects of it and how exactly it works, the mechanism.
Understood. Makes sense. This is probably very unheard of and it's very unique. Not really seen a lot of people being interested into blockchain or learning about it. But yeah, having said that, moving on to the next question. I think you recently attended or probably presented your paper in Aurangabad CA Students Conference. I think just last month. And the reason I know this is he happened to meet Akshat Goyal over there, and Akshat is a good
Yeah.
friend as well. So he had told me a time, okay, I met someone who secured 378 marks in foundation. So probably IR1 hai, but obviously institute has not awarded. So yeah, tell me something about these conferences. How did you come to know about it? How was your experience at the conference? Are you planning to do them in future? Just to be with.
Okay, so talking about how I came to know about CA student conferences, I think because of you. Like basically, I saw the inside angle. You had the interactions with Shubham Malhotra, Akshat, and what you explained was that we all were made friends. We made friends while
Correct.
in the conference. So it was like I have to make some great professional friends. I have to strong relationship in conferences, and I think I have built a sort of relationship with Akshat because of
Very true.
Aranga's conference only. Like we literally talked about CA final and all his like I congratulated him and all. Like it was a good relationship that built up at that time. So it's very important for students because ऐसा बोलते हैं कि CA is all about study, you don't get any extracurricular phase. है ना, CA student conference है, आपको मिल
Exactly.
रहा है, करो.
And not just conferences, there are बहुत चीजें. There's something called as Vikas. There's this
हाँ,
newsletters. There is elocution competitions, debate competitions, quiz competitions. Yeah, there's so many things that ICI organizes. And trust me on this, Rajan, for you as well. A lot of these are really important when it comes to us seeking a job. So while I never participated in any of these just for the sake of building my CV, but trust me, it is also very important. It plays a very important part in your CV as well, because जो भी दिखेगा, he or she knows कि तुमने सिर्फ academics या सिर्फ work experience नहीं किया, you also participated in other things. So you've met a few people, networking किया, and at the end of the day, I feel the best part is you getting to know a lot of people, including, like in my case was Akshat, in Akshat Shubham Ramar. In your case also has been Akshat. In a way, we are also connecting because the mutual friend is
yes,
Akshat. But yeah, I started at a very early stage, and I really hope you and like the audience as well. I really hope you all continue participating in all of such ICI events, and not just ICI, other events as well. But yeah, that is very important. But glad you find, I mean, you got a chance to participate. So I think just this one last question that I had is what next from your? I think yeah, one definitely CA Inter. I'm sure you're looking forward to CA final as well. But what next from your in terms of your articleship, maybe the form, the domain, and how do you see? I mean, where do you see yourself in the longer run? That is post qualification, etc.
okay. Basically, now I'm looking for articles in direct taxation domain, mostly Big Four or any top Indian firm as such.
Yeah,
But direct taxation has been an interest as compared to statutory audit or any other internal audit or indirect taxation. So it's like the keen interest in direct taxation that takes me to it. And future options, like I don't like I have to go with the flow. Like let's complete first articleship, then PFNL. Mostly I might do some post qualification courses which are conducted by institute or any other post graduation program as the case may be.
understood. No, no, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. And by the way, I'm sure you know, but I did my articleship from Deloitte in the corporate and international tax
Yeah,
domain as well. So I'm really happy when I meet people having the sharing the same as well. Yeah. Really happy interacting with you, Rajan. Once again, heartiest congratulations to you. Thanks to our
thank
viewers as
you,
well. Thanks to our viewers as well for watching this video. I'm sure this video and his inputs would have actually helped you guys. Having said that, all the very best to you, Rajan, for your articleship and be ahead.
thank
Please
you,
feel free to reach out to me or Akshat or any one of us anytime you wish to. Really glad we time for this. Thanks a lot.
thank you.